Last week, Ollama has introduced a new app which we can install on our Mac as well as on Windows machine, and we can use that app to connect all the models locally. Hi everyone, welcome back to the next video into the Ollama series. And while we were continuing with our Ollama playlist where we have already covered all of these videos, I got a notification that Ollama has introduced this new app which is launched on July 30, 2025. At least that's what the blog date says, right? And then this is available on Mac and Windows, as I already told, and this you can use as a chat interface. So today in the last video we have seen that I was using that PowerShell interface to connect and chat with the model. However, with this now I have a model, or I would say a chat interface, where I can directly integrate with the models locally, which means by disconnecting from internet. And today I am going to set up this on my machine. Let's try to see what and how we can do that. Okay, so it's an easier way to chat with the models. I will hook up this blog in the description so you can read that. So let's start here by download Ollama new app today on Mac OS and Windows. So I'll click on this and that redirects me to this page, which is download Ollama. It is the same place where we used to previously download Ollama, right? So I'm using Windows, so I'll just go here and I say download for Windows. Okay, and when I click on that, what should happen, it will start downloading an exe, which is the Ollama setup.exe. So we just have to wait for that to download. Okay, once the download is successfully completed, you would see the Ollama setup.exe. So this is the same way we had downloaded Ollama into the previous sessions, right? And then this prompt you this that lets you up and running, and I say install. Now that will start installing Ollama onto your machine. Now I also want to test one more thing. Since I already had installed Llama on my machine and I already had Llama 3 latest model which I have downloaded, what happens when I install the new setup? Let's find out together, right? So basically in the previous videos we have seen that we were working on Llama 3 latest and we were using that PowerShell interface, right? So let's see what is this new update. Okay, and here it is, right? So basically now I have a interface which is a Llama interface which is running locally. How cool is that, right? And here I have all these models which are available. So as you can see in the last videos I have already pulled the Llama 3. That's why the Llama 3 model is available for me here, and as soon as I go and I utilize any other of this is going to download and pull the models from the internet, right? So all these models whichever you see are coming from this ollama.com, which you go to the website, and then you have this page which is called models, and into the models you have all these models which are available. If you want to know any more information about them, you can just click on this. Let's say I plan to use Mistral, so I can click on that Mistral, and that shows that what is the total size. So for example, today if I plan to utilize Mistral, it's going to use 4.4 GB. This is the context size, this is input, and these are all the other details which you require, right? So now for me, I already have got the Llama app available, and the model which I have already installed is Llama 3, right? Again, let's try to test something. And what is LLM? And I have selected the model as Llama 3. Okay, meanwhile this is running, let us also quickly go to the PowerShell, right? And this is the PowerShell thing which we were using, and if I just go here and I say Ollama list, so you can see that this thing still work, right? So you now have an interface where you can use it to query anything. So I have Llama 3 model which is having 4.7 GB, and here is the thing. Awesome, right? And I guess it is also creating the chat history and everything for you. You have some of the settings. Let's try to see that. Ollama account is not connected, so probably I can connect and sign in. Expose Ollama to the network. Allow other devices or services to access Llama. I think this is new. Maybe we'll try on some other place. Model location, where are the models stored? Today all my models are stored at this location. This has taken from my previous installation. And there is something which is called context length, which you can also utilize, right? So quick settings. But the good part here is, guys, now we have an interface where I can do a lot of things. Now, using this new interface or the app of Llama, let's try to get some of the models. So if I go to my PowerShell, I can see that the models which are available with me is Llama 3. And today, if I want to pull, let's say, the Mistral colon latest, which is like 4.4 GB 32K, and this Mistral 7B is the latest. So I'll go for the latest one, right? I'll just copy the name, and then I'll go back to the Llama interface. From here, Mistral is not showing, so I can search the model, I guess. Yes, Mistral 7B. I can click on this button and Mistral 7B is downloading. If I just go back here and I just say Ollama list, still I only have the Llama 3, but I guess this would have started installing the Mistral 7B. So let's ask some question. Let's say, what is Mistral, maybe, right? And there it shows that it is still downloading because it's of 4 GB. Once that is successfully downloaded, I believe that it would be available to use into the PowerShell, which is connected to the same model, and now we have an interface. But I really like this interface, right? So meanwhile this is downloading, I'll keep it here, and let's try to go to new chat and try to do something else. So for example, this model which is already available, this is notified here, right? I think Llama 3 does not have an image capability. Maybe I'll just try to drag and drop an image here, and this is the good message, right? So basically it's telling me at the front end only that I do not have the image option available for this model. So basically, if you want to do image analysis, comparison, or any other thing, you can use the respective model depending from here. Awesome, right? And if I just disconnect from the internet, this will still work. So now you have an LLM kind of an interface which is running locally on your computer without paying for tokens or without having any subscription, right? So yes, that is how you simply can use Ollama.com and use it directly on the interface. So that was a quick video where I just wanted to share this update. Let me know if you find this interesting, and I would be happy to know your thoughts, right? In the upcoming videos in the series, I plan to create our own custom interface to interact with Llama. So stay tuned for more updates. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.